You know what? Well,
But you didn't want to say
I'm
a
just
trans
like,
joke?
I probably shouldn't talk about transgender issues, but one thing I noticed is, like, with Elliot Page and also Chaz Bono, is the pictures are like a guy that if a guy did that picture, you'd be like, what a douchebag guy this is.
Yeah.
Like, if I post a picture like showing my abs and looking tough, you'd be like, dude.
Especially if you're not like specifically big, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're like 110 pounds.
Yeah.
No, you're.
I like,
that's a
again,
good point.
like
Chaz Bono's
when
shirtless pics?
when he first came out, he was
Looks
kind of
like
like
Guy
being
Fieri.
like a tough. He was being a tough guy.
Yeah.
Like tough guys, I think we all agree. You know, when someone acts tough,
guys rule,
you're just
yeah.
like they rule.
They're nice to have around, you know?
I mean, we're not all like
Safe.
that. We're not all.
No, that is like a good point though, because I mean, there's sort of the same thing as, you know, when guys, you know, do drag or dress like girls. It's always like a, you know, like a super, like the cliche version is what you go
Yeah.
for, right? Like you go for what would be like the stereotypes of like a girl, you know, like the big heels and like all that kind of stuff, like a lot of times, right? But I mean, in New York, sometimes it's like almost or nothing. It's like still got the beard and everything, so not that. But
maybe it's because it's feeling repressed for so long. You're going like the furthest.
you're gonna go. I'm gonna go the most of it. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
This section we're called the canceling section of the podcast. If you're born in like Africa or something like that, do you want to like then you want to like have the bone in the nose, like the whatever the woman dress is? That's what you like. You know the
That's
neck,
long neck,
like
funny.
I want to wear the stretched neck because like this is me with the stretched neck. That wasn't
Yeah.
me. Is that what happens?
Yeah, you're right. Because the things are just cultural. So if you were, I'll tell you where you probably don't see that many trans people, like where they have to wear full burqa. Like you're probably.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wait, that'd be a good kind of numbers to get.
You can't. Like, I can't imagine.
Yeah,
I think,
let me pull that up. Yeah, it's zero.
Yeah.
There's zero in Saudi
I
Arabia.
think in some of those places where not where they wear the full burqa, but I think a lot of times the gay people, because they don't, it's like illegal to be gay or whatever. So it's like actually they let you be trans because they go, like here it's like trans is higher, whereas there like it was the opposite where it's like, oh, I want to have sex with men. They go, yeah, because you're a girl. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm a guy who has sex with men. It's like, no, men don't have sex with men. You're a woman.
Uh-huh,
Kind of like a jail.
That was like
rules
that. That was
almost
like the
you know what I
ISIS
mean?
stuff, right? Where they go like, yeah, they were.
No, we're not having sex with men. That's a woman.
That's a woman. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's their
very
little loophole.
They're very progressive,
Very
right?
progressive.
My sister dressed me up as a woman much of my childhood. She wanted
Really?
a sister, and they're like, "You're having a brother," and she cried, and then she was like, "You're Kyleena." She just like dressed me up as a girl.
It's very brave of her.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
and
like-
makeup like a whore, like a whore, like I was 5 years old. You're a slut. I got pictures of it.
Doesn't that kind
I
of
have a
this-
picture on my phone.
How many stories is that of a serial killer? Where that's the origin story. You know
It's
what I
always
mean?
the sister's fault.
Yeah. How did that happen? You go. That's,
Is this your background?
Yeah.
You look at it every morning to remember that
Yeah,
no, you are
yeah,
Kyle.
baby. Oh my God, you guys
You're
are
a
like,
dirty
you guys are
little
like
Kyle.
really disturbed.
That's crazy. You found it recently to show to people.
This is my childhood. There's my sister in that.
oh yeah.
You know,
She looked like she was
wanted
having a good
sister.
time.
She loved having a baby sister. Then my mom would take me to tap and jazz. She also dressed my brother up too.
Do you think she ever sees you doing like the Caitlyn Jenner stuff and she's like, "That was me"? You know,
She's
what I mean?
proud of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there she is. We finally got her.
There's my little girl.
But I do love the idea of having the African guy switches and he gets the rings and the bone and the nose. I was supposed to be born like that.
But with the
It's
super long neck.
interesting.
Still the super long neck
exactly.
because you probably can't go back from the long neck.
No, when they take the like a lot of those people when they take it off, like they die.
Oh really?
Like if you were
Yeah,
on a
'cause you're
deserted
still, like-
island.
yeah, exactly.
You were born, let's say you were born transgender, you were in a male body, but you're like, this is wrong. Would you make like
A penis
a
at
dress?
play.
Would
I
you
feel
make-
like
would
if
you
there's
make
no
a
society, you
straw
wouldn't
dress?
care.
Yeah, maybe you wouldn't
If there's
care
no
if there's
society,
right? That's
like you're
interesting.
just like, yeah, I don't. You probably wouldn't think about it.
like, would
ever.
you be?
Also, it's like if you were I bet you there's not I mean, if the idea of trans was like introduced in most societies like that, where you go, hey, the guys are going to go on the hike and then like, you know, try to kill all these animals and blah, blah, blah. And the girls are going to kind of chill here with the kids. Like there'd be probably 9 guys be like, crazy thing I just realized.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I identify as more of a gatherer.
Yeah.
I'm more of a gatherer. I'd rather just pick up these berries.
Like, but that,
And go fight that woolly
I think
mammoth.
in most
Yeah.
most societies of the world, everyone's like, yeah, okay, buddy. Like if you were there, like, hey, men are getting drafted to war, and be like, crazy thing that I just figured out about myself.
So crazy that just happened.
Yeah,
I mean, that literally happened in Ukraine, didn't it? Where there's like a few of them, where because they wouldn't let men leave the country to fight, and then there was a bunch of guys who like.
And then what happened with the trans people? What'd they do?
They were like, no. They go, this is a war. No.
Yeah.
They're like, we put up with this for, it was fine before, but
Yeah.
no, this is serious. No.
They don't have women fight over there?
No. I mean, they might have women who can, but it's mandatory for men.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm so glad I missed a draft or anything.
Oh
You know what I
God, I feel like I would have dodged it, but
mean? Yeah, I would have.
I'd be
Definitely.
gone. I'd be doing what's the guy?
Bone spurs in the ankles?
No, what's the guy that shit his pants, Robert Durst or whatever?
Yeah.
And then he was like on the lam, so he wore a girl's wig, and he.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like I would maybe go. That would be a good time to go trans if
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
army was looking for you.
Yeah.
He's not here.